In this short video, you will explore what it means to be an online learner at Cabrini University and whether online classes are for you. Let's look at some of the common misconceptions. Some of the misconceptions that students arrive with to an online class is that it's easier and requires less time. Actually, it's not easier, since you will still need to meet the same goals and learning outcomes that you would in a face-to-face course. And it's more time consuming since you'll be learning the materials through short lectures and other online activities, which require time to watch and complete. What it does offer is the flexibility on time. You do not need to drive to Cabrini University or be in a specific time sitting in a classroom, unless your online course has specific requirements for that. And we will use a program called Collaborate where you can reach out to your professor at home in real time. You can learn in any place at any time as long as you meet the due dates posted in your online course. Another common misconception is thinking that when you are asked to post in a discussion board, it's similar to Twitter. It is not. When you post in an academic discussion board or forum, it's usually an in-depth post surrounded by the research and the literature. So it might be of help for you to do the reading and to take time to write your post, review it, and then post to the discussion board. Then, when you're asked to respond to your peers, some might think it's similar to Facebook. I could click on like, or I could share a few words. Again, in academic courses, you're expected in your response to other students' posts to provide constructive feedback, and it should be supported by evidence or using a reference or two that might support what you're trying to make. Or by questioning your peers' posts in a constructive way to extend the discussion board beyond good, I like it, bad. Proceed at your own pace. You do have more flexibility in online courses, still you're not learning in isolation. You're within an online learning community, and to be able to get the most of the learning process through interaction, you need to meet the due dates. So it's not totally learning on your own pace. It's more accurate to think of it being more flexible as long as you meet the required due dates within your online class. In reality, you need to be aware of several things before you sign into an online course. Some of the things that you'll need to be able to have is stronger organizational skills. You need to follow up on each unit's schedule and due dates. More self-discipline. You need to make sure you assign time to do the learning and complete the activities to make yourself respect the time allocated and to actually complete the work. It's easy to say, I could do this tomorrow night, but remember, you're a very busy person, and tomorrow night may not work for you. Good academic writing skills. Online courses require much more writing than in a traditional face-to-face course. So on one hand, it could be an excellent way to enhance your writing or academic writing skills. On the other hand, you may get frustrated. Don't hesitate to use the services of the Writing Center. Make sure to contact them for an appointment ahead of time. Finally, strong management skills. If you have any issues with time management, online courses could be of a great challenge for you. Some tips are, use a calendar. Download Blackboard into your mobile phone and allow for notifications. There's also a calendar within Blackboard. You could also download and use various apps such as Timeful, Evernote, Focus Booster, 3030, To Do, etc. There are plenty of apps out there for time management skills, and you just have to Google the right one for you. What can you do to succeed as an online learner? First, arrive with the notion that you're in a graduate program and not on Facebook. In order to provide a good post, you're expected to read the research and study the unit materials. The next step will be writing in-depth responses. Remember, this is not a Twitter post. Have a plan B if technology fails, such as saving your files to your computer, having access to a good internet connection. If you lose your internet connection, you could also visit places in the neighborhood that have free Wi-Fi. Know your learning style. Knowledge is power. If you know that you prefer to sit in class and be taught while taking notes, then online may be a challenge for you. However, if you are interested in taking the online course, then being aware of your weaknesses would help you plan a strategy to overcome those weaknesses. Make plans to sit and take notes as you read the chapters or watch the lectures. One final advice. Plan to keep up. The flexibility of online classes may lead to procrastination and you may fall behind. It is recommended if you miss anything one week, begin the next week fresh and make up what you missed when you get a chance. It is better to be late on one thing than 2, 3, or 4 as the semester rolls on. Remember, you are not alone. Your professor cannot see you. They cannot read your body language. The only way a professor knows of an issue is if you communicate with them. Be polite in the way you approach your professor, but don't hesitate on asking about anything that's unclear within your course. It's also important to build relationships with the other learners in your course. Let them know if for any reason you'll be away, or if you need additional support, reach out to those online learners. You could always check with anybody in the course to ask them to review assignments or even ask questions. Learning community is an integral part of any class. It is the same with online learning. Make sure you contribute to building the online learning community through the postings on the icebreakers and team building activities in the beginning of the course. And most important, please make sure to read about your peers through their posts in those team building activities and to provide a response. This will allow you to start a conversation with the members of your group.